to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. All right, guys, let's jump into the charts, and we're starting off here with the weekly chart. Been telling you guys that we're forming a morning star pattern, which is this red candle, an indecisive green candle, and then another green candle. If we close like this would be bullish. We also seem to be flagging out sideways, so that's also looking bullish to me as well. But what's bearish is that we are kind of far away from the 21-day moving average, which is at 94,781. So we might continue going sideways until this 21-day moving average catches up to price, and then maybe from there we could lift off, or we could see more downside and come back down. So we have to be careful with that. The stochastics here are also rolling over. Unless they come back up and we drag here, we could be seeing a little bit more sideways action or a little bit more downside. So we have to see how this candle closes in about 4 days. Now, if we head over to the 3-day chart, we see that the stochastics are still on the way down. We're bullish here because we are above the 21-day moving average. We so far have one green engulfing candle, and this new candle here has been rejected so far from over 110k. It hasn't been able to get past a resistance of like 110,500 around there, and the 21-day moving average is at 99,226. This candle closes in about 3 hours. Currently it's 4:45 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is at $108,840. On the 2-day chart, the stochastics are turning back up, so this is looking bullish to me. We're above the 21-day moving average. Last candle we had 2 big green candles so far. This candle also closes in about 3 hours and 17 minutes, so it's important to see how this closes. Now on the daily chart, the stochastics got pretty high already. We could still go up a little bit higher and continue to go sideways, but we did do a big move. We've reached 110 a couple of times, but we just haven't been able to hold it up there yet. And you know, we are above the 21-day moving average. 2 days ago we had this gigantic green flex candle here. Yesterday it was kind of like a bullish hammer. We almost closed the same as that previous candle, but right now we're turning this into a red candle so far. We still have 3 hours 15 minutes before this candle closes as well, so let's see what ends up happening. This could also turn green, but we have to keep in mind these stochastics are starting to get toppy, so we might just have maybe one good big push up, and then from there we might be rejected down again. Hopefully we could get to like 115, 117 around there before that happens. As we can see also here, this purple line, the 80-day moving average is about to cross the 200-day moving average, the yellow line, so that is going to be also bullish. If we head over to the 8-hour chart, we see that the stochastics are rolling over now, and we are kind of far away from the 21-day moving average, which is at 106,485, and we do have this big red candle. Again, this one closes in 3 hours and 15 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't go any lower, and maybe we could continue going sideways until this 21-day moving average catches up to price. Now on the 4-hour chart, we see that the stochastics are coming down, so we still might be down here for a little bit, especially if we drag, but we are above the 21-day moving average. We had this red engulfing candle, we wicked back up, and now we have this green candle with kind of like a little bullish hammer, and we're still above the 21-day moving average. It's very important for us to continue being above the 21-day moving average. If not, things start to get a little bearish. Overall, I have the 4-hour in this falling wedge, as you guys can see, and it really did break out. The measure move to this falling wedge is about 13 around there, and so far we made most of the move. There's still a little bit more left to go, and yesterday I drew this pattern here to see if it would play out. We kind of broke out of this pattern, and this pattern does take us all the way to about 113,250, let's call it. But now that we have a little bit more information on the chart with the candles, I'm going to change this pattern a little bit. Let's actually go to the 1-hour chart where we have more candles, and this is looking to me now more kind of like a little flag. And now the new measured move to this would take us to 114. So this is what I'm looking at now with the new candles coming in. Is looking to me like it's going a little bit more sideways, so this looks more like a flag than a falling wedge, even though it's gotten out of the pattern, gotten back in. This is what I'm going to rock with for right now. Now if we take a look at the 1-hour chart, the stochastics are on the way down. We do have this bearish divergence that's happening. We did lose the 21-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and right now we're bouncing off the 80-day moving average. So this is starting to get a little bit bearish. We need to hold this 80-day moving average. If not, the next one's the 100. If not, then the next stop is going to be the 200 at 106,000. And if we can't maintain that, you guys already know the drill. Then we have to worry about the 2-hour 200-day moving average, the 3-hour, 4, and then if we can't hold that, the last line of defense, just like last time over here, is the 200-day moving average, and that's at 105,922. Bitcoin has done a big run in the past couple of days, so you know it's normal and healthy for it to cool down a little bit and go sideways, but we need to maintain above these moving averages. If we take a look at the 15-minute chart, the stochastics are on the way up. This kind of looks bear flaggish to me, so if we make it back up and we can't get above this 21-day moving average at 109,084, I do expect more downside. I expect this possibly to play out as a bear flag and probably us going down somewhere to 107,000, 106,000. So right now, overall, guys, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I still feel like we will fulfill these patterns and make it at least to 113, 114. I think we'll definitely try to test at least 112K before further downside. But if we start losing the 21-day moving average on the 4-hour, then it's going to get a little bit bearish. So right now, I'm just seeing us going sideways. Talked to you guys before about us ranging between 103,000, 110,000. That's been happening. So let's see if these patterns could play out. All right, guys. So that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, and subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.